So, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Motion. White 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Check 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert. 54.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Next to score, Jets 7, Bills nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Watch the flag. Check three. Jim.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I got you. Check.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
I got motion. Mark 56. Red 86.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 29-yard line.
Mike's by 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Hey, Delta.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Mike, Mike's by 4. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. That's it.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Let's put that team on the bus. Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 58. Charlie. Mike 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
So we got man. We got it!
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
You better be ready.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike 54.
Allen now on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Running from the gun with Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Five wide.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tackle. Out.
Allen now looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check Monday. Check 50. 6-6. Pull it high.
Operating from the gun. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Darrell. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Gotta do better. Young lady. SOS.
You draw quarter.
Hey, watch it. Mike 50.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got 3. Smooth. Check mark 50. Mike is a 50. Check mark 50. Hey, that's good. That's good.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 24, Bills 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man, here's Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, 950.
Again, it's Bell. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hello, lady. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Half. Check 3.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Check.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 22, Allen gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Sign. 50, Mike's 50. No game on this defense, no game. Rush in, rush in.
This is Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
Let's go.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Able to slither by. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Mike 49. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jets, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance.